Petra Christian University's green building was completed in 2016. It has a slanted design which was developed by engineers and architects in order to provide natural light and air ventilation. A steel structure can be seen in the photos and videos. It is used in order to prevent damages from natural disasters such as earthquakes and typhoons. Thus, Petra University uses a variety of recycled materials such as 15% fly ash. Hence, it has the name as a Green Star building. The Beton Primer Concrete Factory is where precast, pre-stressed and post-tension panels are made. The piles that are also used for the Surabaya Bridge were also made. In this video you can see there's a precast panel made. It is 1.7 meters high.
And the height of this?
It is connected through joints and lifted by a crane. You can see there post-tension concrete after the panel has been created, which strengthens the whole panel. As you can see in this photo, the wall is 55.6 meters long, and it is post-tensioned first before it gets grouted to ensure it has maximum strength. The connection in the middle of the panel is where the bracing for the wall will be, and this bracing will ensure the wall is stable and that there are no movements. There is a concrete beam in every wall to ensure that this has maximum strength and cannot be moved, not even by a natural disaster. In this video, you can see some man feeding steel into a machine. This is to form the shape of the piles and ensure they have the joint at the end of it. Here you can see the joint of the pile and locks into this ring. First step to making a pile, you'll need to bond it together, fill it with concrete, put it in a machine to spin at a certain speed to form the exact size, length, shape of the pile. And then they'll send it off to the yard, so the truck gets loaded by a crane and shipped to the site. Here you can see all the piles stacked on top of each other. The pencil-shaped piles are the ones that get it driven down first into the ground. And on top of them, the cylinder-shaped ones get stacked on top of it.
Building. This will be our industrial area. We will reclaim it until 140
For me, one of the
hectares.
most fascinating site visits was to the Teluk Lamong port. In this video, you can see visible the 10 cranes. 5 of them are for the international port and 5 for the domestic port. I was further intrigued to discover that these cranes were one of the most technologically advanced cranes in the world, and they were remotely used by computer software operated by someone in the office, which means it saves a lot of money. In this video you can see me using this wonderful software, and by all the remotes you can see how technologically advanced it is. The mud eruption site visit was so intriguing due to the fact that mud had spread all over a city. It began to pour out 12 years ago in 2006. It was originally 100,000 cubic meters a day. Now it is decreased to 10,000 cubic meters a day. The quantity of the mud is greater than the dam. The Madison Avenue construction site guided me into understanding a lot more about steel and the structure of steel. I learned that Madison Avenue uses 1,181 piles only for one tower. They have 5 towers to build. I was also taught that precast panels are used in order to speed up the construction process, and the thickness of the raft was only 2.8 meters deep, which means they have a thin foundation. Another construction site we visited was called 100 Residence. This construction site wasn't as safe as Madison Avenue and used a lot more steel in the basement areas. However, I was still confused to the fact that they had not finished the basement levels, but they had already poured the levels above. I was also intrigued by the fact that this site had no scaffolding, and I came to the conclusion that in Indonesia scaffolding isn't as used as often as it is in Australia. Site safety implementation are taken in Indonesia. Here you can see that there's coverings for the above levels just in case something falls so nothing hits anyone on the lower levels. Also here you can see a lift happening by the crane. I also noticed that the crane uses wires, not chains like we do in Australia. During my site visit at 100 Residence, I was reading plans for this construction site and I also saw this amazing lift occur. The Suramadu Bridge. It is half in Surabaya and half in Madura. I was taught by Professor Rijaya in his lecture that a surveyor had to mark every single point that a pile would be before the construction phase. I've noted that there are many piles on the ground, as you can see in this video, and they're in pairs. As you can see throughout the bridge, there is also post tension to ensure that it has its maximum strength, and that no matter how the post tension ensures that no matter how many vehicles are on the bridge will still stay strong. This is a photo of me standing in front of the bridge. As you can see, it is a very long bridge. Through the cultural activities, I was able to identify Indonesia's proud history and rich culture.
Are you ready?
You can see me. This experience was wonderful and I'd just like to thank everyone for assisting me in this journey.